Check, check. Matt A.
Yay!
What's happening, bro? How are you?
This fucking team. This fucking team, man.
That's how you come back with that? That's how you come back?
I gotta be true to myself and you and our friendship, Big Dave.
Fair, sir.
If
Be
I
you.
came
This
back
is true.
any other way, you would have been like, "Oh man, you changed while you're gone."
I'm always for your happiness, Matt.
Hey,
That's
man.
it. I'm strictly for your happiness.
I did change a little bit though. You see this friggin' sunburn I got?
Hey,
Yeah.
congratulations. Hey. He's proud of that too. There you go. There you go.
I was getting cooked by the pool on Friday. Woo!
But you did not care because you was having a good time, I guess.
Having a great time.
Great time. That's awesome, man.
Oh.
I'm sure you have some stories. I don't want you to go into them on here. But you can tell me them at another time.
I will give those to you in private, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
And now we are live. Oh, goodness gracious.
All right. Tell me where you're at on the clock.
I'm at 11:25.
All right. Just tell me when you get to 11:12.
Okay. Oh, you way ahead.
Ways ahead. Far ahead. Far ahead.
13:12.
All right.
Archie for 3! Nope.
No. Hey, I think that's John.
Welcome home.
Could be the feds. I don't know if that is or not.
I'm a cop now.
Undercover.
I was like, you know what? Cops seems like a fun group of guys to hang around.
Dude, I don't know about
they were when I was in Cancun. They were.
I don't know about in y'all's neighborhoods, but in Wicker Park today, the cops on the bikes were out in numbers.
Oh, because of the weather, I guess.
Yeah, it's first day of spring, baby.
I guess. Was there something going on? Well, you know what? You don't know. You just got back there.
No, well, I was walking around the neighborhood today, and we did have a crazy parade of 600 motorcycles tearing down Division Street today. I don't know what it was, but there was some big, jacked up truck thing that was in the mix of it all that had a camera on a stick that was videotaping everything that was going. But it was just some giant, and it wasn't like Hell's Angels biker gang. It was Tokyo Drift bikes biker gang.
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, those little tiny bikes. Oh, Arch. That's a third one. The third 3 for Arch. Man, he keeps a job.
Fourth quarter Bulls. Let's see what happens.
Oh man!
I am so happy that I missed those last 2 games that they coughed up in the fourth quarter. I checked the score of that game on whatever that was Wednesday night when I was up in Colorado, and I was like, "Oh, the Bulls are up double digits on the Spurs. That's cool." Yeah. I just had a quick tweet about it. I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go enjoy my beer in the mountains." Yay, Bulls! And I checked back, and I was like, "Oh no."
Dude, I had a hope we were going to talk Oscar nominations and just a bunch of random stuff in the fourth quarter. And John was like, oh, yeah, we got this. The fourth quarter's done. We were getting into a whole nother kind of conversation. And
then the universe said, no, not that. Nah, man.
Nah, man. No.
This is the Bulls. Every conversation is, which player is more disappointing? And then people fight. It's no, this guy sucks. No, this guy sucks. These are the debates on Twitter for Bulls fans. No, I think this guy sucks more. You're wrong and dumb at basketball. This guy sucks more. It's they're all bad. What are you It's nah, man. Stomach cancer. Nah, prostate. It's you don't want any of it. You don't want any cancer.
Oh,
you don't know cancer.
Oh my god!
These are the debates we're having. It's who sucks the worst.
Oh man, that is hilarious. T. Fuller said that's deep. Yeah, it is.
And then people are mad that they're not picking the right person.
Oh, right.
Guys, did you just see this LaMelo Ball news just now?
I didn't.
What?
Fractured wrist will miss the rest of the season.
All right, Tyrese Halliburton, go get your trophy, young man.
Wow.
That
Tyrese,
is a bummer.
How do you fracture your hand? Was he go-karting? Like in basketball, how do you fracture a hand?
Wow.
You see that LeBron high ankle sprain too?
I just saw it today. I just saw it today.
Must not have been that bad if he came back to the game to get a double-digit streak going.
I was just about to say that. Listen, man.
I've been blinded.
I can't be cool. I wasn't cool with that.
Look, let me go ahead and hit this 3 so I can get my double-digit streak still alive.
I wasn't cool with that at all.
What a drama queen.
I'm usually not a guy that trips on stuff like that, but
Willis Reed was really milking.
Oh, stop it! Oh, stop it! Oh, cut it out! Willis Reed played, trying to win a championship. LeBron trying to keep a streak going,
but he's still playing.
Keeping a streak going.
He gave it
crazy. That's the dude. Come on, I got 7. No, I'm going back out there. I got to keep a streak going. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That for me, and it's not this harsh, but that's the equivalent of Ricky Davis throwing the ball at his own basket to get a rebound and get a triple-double. That's what that is.
I defend that.
You defend? That's terrible.
I defend the Ricky Davis thing because, like, the game. Why not? He's never had one. Go for it. The fact that he thought that counted as a rebound is really funny to me.
Oh man, dude!
Because it could also count as an assist.
Yes, it can also count as assist. But he shot his own back, get a rebound. I hated that. I really did.
I mean, that's been that, but I love it because it was Ricky. Like it was so Ricky Davis.
Yeah,
like that's such a Ricky Davis thing.
Yes. Like he's in that category of J.R. Smith.
Yes, I mean JaVale did it right. JaVale also did it.
Yeah. Yes. Appreciate that tip there, sir, Mr. Wag. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Wags.
Yeah,
we got to win this game. That sucks. I thought there was gonna be a trade. When he said LaMelo, I thought Lonzo for a second.
I did too. I really did.
Oh, it's coming down to it.
And I was like, wait.
You got me Googling Andre Drummond's age and found out he was 27 and almost fell out of my seat. I thought he was 33.
Right?
I was like, 20? Him and Otto Porter could like have 3 more years until they turn 30.
That's true. Who's older to you? Like, is it Drummond or Andre Porter? Drummond? I think it's Otto.
Otto's like more frail. Like he has more like old man injuries.
Yeah, like
but Andre Drummond is such an old man name. I think it's like maybe it's like a different
right.
It's like a different strokes thing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
And I think he reminds you of like how Biggs used to play in the 90s.
Yeah. Yes,
like
it's like a throwback.
Just bodying like the Davis brothers. Like Drummond is a Davis brother of the 2010s and 2020s.
Oh my gosh! Oh, Gafford! Oh my god! Wow! Come on! Oh, Kobe! Oh. Gafford! Good job! Come on, get a double off the bench in like 10 minutes, Gafford.
Wouldn't you love that?
That would be awesome.
Wouldn't you love that?
That would be great. That would be just really great. People call it Le Stat Pad.
Le Stat Pad.
Ricky Davis, man, he got killed for that. Yeah, he did, man. My bracket looked worse than a post-game Boylan presser.
Oh, yeah. God, there's no way. At least you filled it out.
Yeah.
Lakina said, gentlemen, my brackets are trash. LaMelo fractured wrist. Other than that, how are you? My brackets are all. I knew I should have taken the Ramblers over Illini. Everything in my being wanted me to pick the Ramblers over Illini. And I was like, I'm going to roll with the 1 seed.
I'm a Kendall Go guy. I was going for that.
I felt so wrong picking Illini to be upset in round 2, just knowing that Kendall had so much heart riding on that. I feel. Did you guys see that video that Kendall posted on Twitter earlier today?
No, I didn't see it.
So he was at work. He was at NBC Studio, and our pal Joaquin, who is a Loyola alum strolled up to Kendall with a stat sheet wearing his Loyola hoodie. And Kendall was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
That's really funny.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, though. That's pretty good. Come on, man. You got them. Hey, man, they got whooped. I mean, it wasn't even a tough loss. They got whooped.
They got whooped.
Like,
they got whooped.
Illini brought it back to within 7 with like a couple minutes left, but then Loyola responded with like 2 straight buckets. You're like, oh, it's over.
Dude, they never led in the game.
Do you guys have a team you're cheering for?
No, I don't.
You can give me
one.
I am all in on the Ramblers at this point. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. He's right. You know what? Yeah, I roll with the city. He's right.
Or Roberts.
Oh, dude. Oral Roberts ruined an awesome parlay that I had on Friday. So they're I mean, Ohio State's who I'm really mad at because they choked like dogs.
But it's so funny. This is why brackets suck because like you try to be right as opposed to like we all love upsets. Like we love seeing it. You go against what you love. Like you're like, man, what you really want is an upset. You want an upset. Yeah. It's human nature.
Yeah. When I was watching some of those 1-seed games, I really was like, you know what? I wish the team got an upset on this. I wouldn't be mad. Like I wouldn't be upset.
How many blocks does Gafford have?
Matt.
I'm
looking it up.
Daniel Gafford.
Oh, it's 2? No.
2? Yeah, he's credited with 2 right now.
Then he just had both of them. Like back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, I like how he's playing.
Or like a big center.
Like a big center, like a big 7-foot tall center. Yes, I like the fact they threw him. Go ahead.
No, I don't know. I was gonna say like a big guy who's closer to the basket. That's all I was gonna say because he's taller.
Yes.
He's closer to where the thing happens.
He's in the room where it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd never seen him. I saw Satoransky actually looking for him, like on a pick and roll. Like those are the plays I was screaming about him running. Because I'm like, yeah, that's all he does. Run picks and roll to the bucket and dunk it. I was like, that should be easy 8 points a game for him.
I think a roll man helps offenses so bad because you don't know. Your defense then has to be 3D. Like, you always be like, what? Hold on. And not just passing, but like, I think it really messes you up.
I think it's good because when your offense is stagnant and isn't working, a pick and roll always works.
Always.
Like it's all a pick and roll or a pick and pop should work phenomenally for people who run it properly. Like it should be easy 2 points when your offense is stagnant. So yeah, I'm happy to see him get that because that dunk he had was vicious.
It's vicious. If I were the Pelicans, I think I would ask for Kobe over Lowry.
Yeah, I would. I agree
plus like a second pick or maybe like a protected first round pick. Like I think I would not just Kobe, but I think Kobe would be my piece, my player piece.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you're losing a guard. I would want to replace him. I got big men. I mean, I got Zion and I got Ingram and I got Hayes.
Yeah, and
and
they need scorers. They need just scoring. Like they got a bunch of like guards who can't shoot.
Oh, come on, Sato. Come on. And 2 points.
This game is not over.
This is how it happens. Look, he called that timeout quick.
Wait, what's the score?
90-77.
Oh,
5 minutes.
Okay.
This is around what it'd be like in the last 2 games. It's just how it kind of went.
It's 15. Oh, what's going to happen? Wouldn't it be so funny?
No.
You'd be so sad. Meanwhile, Atlanta's 4th.
8-0, man. 8-0, they moving. They doing their thing. Wow, Lowry has 16 and 9. I've liked this game tonight. He's been in the paint.
He's been great.
He's been in the paint. I appreciate stuff like that. Yeah, I see you, Gafford. Come on, get your double, sir. Come on, Arch, get 10 points.
Can you imagine double-digit Arch?
Double-digit Arch. Arch Madness.
Arch Madness. There it is. God dang it. Has Stacey said that yet today?
I haven't heard him. But it's right there, Stacey.
How's Wendell's eye?
He's back in, so I guess he's okay.
There.
Yeah. Yeah, he had to come back. He found out his double-digit scoring record was about to go down.
Yeah, you know his streak of 9-point games was indeed broken. He was almost going to get double digits. And he was like, "Nope, can't do it. Don't poke me in the
eye." Gotta get them 9. It's necessary. What does he have? 4 points, 3 rebounds for Wendell.
Dude, so good.
Oh, wow. And they're all free throws.
Oh, that's so good. That's such good. That is today. That's actually smart and good. And if you think that's bad, you're dumb. That's actually that's what basketball's supposed to be. Is 3 rebounds. You don't want rebounds. Not in today's NBA. They're bad. It's actually a bad stat. You don't want a center should not be getting rebounds. The guard should be rebounding, and the center should be doing free throws. That's how it should be. The math checks out. It's math, and if you don't know it, you don't know math. My favorite basketball game is actually a spreadsheet. I love math.
Oh, Jesus.
God, 90 to we got to get this.
Oh, man. Oh, he was a fool.
Then it went to overtime. Remember last time? Oh, that was so bad.
Oh yeah. We were so excited to go. Couldn't wait. It was the best. Oh, it was so exciting. I mean, it was fun to get to talk to you some more.
I mean, that was the best part of the weekend. We missed you. We missed you, Matthew.
We didn't miss you, Matt, but we bonded. But we did miss you.
I'm glad you guys could have some time, just the two of you. You know,
yeah.
Every tricycle needs to spend some time as a bicycle, just to
stitched out of a pillow,
just to take pressure off one of the tires and let the other 2 tires get closer together.
That's true. Incredible analogy.
Also, it felt great to not watch this team for a couple of days.
Yeah,
differently than the All-Star break. We're like, oh, I get a little break from this team playing games. But like knowing that they were actively playing and being for the first time in years, like I don't care. I don't care.
It was bad, and also it was bad. Like I was in a bad place after the Denver loss. It was the hardest loss of the season for me.
Dude, it was tough.
I'm still thinking about Thad's doubling of Jokic. I'm still thinking about it. Of like, what the heck?
Why?
You're on Murray.
Why?
You're not on Will Barton.
It made no sense at all. I still don't get it. Like I still don't.
You're on the good guy.
Don't leave him. Like
we're down.
They're down.
Yeah,
3.
He's dribbling past the 3-point line. Oh, you know who's a good passer? The guy you're doubling. The best passer in the league.
Dude, let him score 2. Like, let him score. It don't hurt you.
It's not who wins by the most.
Crazy.
He's gonna win by what?
John Wag said that the Spurs loss was worse for him compared to the Denver loss.
Oh, you got to explain that.
I didn't watch either of them. I just heard about what happened. Either that
I can see it because we were
morning,
up because the Bulls were up by like it was like 50-30 or something at halftime, right? Like it was like it was like a legit 20-point, and then it was a faster collapse. I think
it was like 80-69 in the fourth. At some point, with like 5 minutes or something like that. Like it was. But it was over. The game was over.
I think it's worse Denver just for overtime. Like we had to then sit through overtime, so like we had to be like insult to injury.
Yeah. It was worse because everything you just said, John, and because AK wanted the victory, and that's why he flew there to Denver to watch them get that win. So that's why it was worse to lose like that in front of the guy that really wants it, who signs, who gets your paychecks right. Oh, Zachary. Attacker.
I'm
just saying, Kobe can't really dribble, pass, or finish. Why would no one want him?
Wow. I love it. I love that way of thinking. God, Zach is so good.
He is.
So, gentlemen, apparently we're experiencing some hot mic streaming issues tonight. Apparently, for a lot of people, it keeps freezing. But I checked with CW, everything on YouTube is fine. So, for any of you who are on hot mic right now trying to watch this and you're having freezing issues, just head on over to the BAWL on Bulls YouTube stream because apparently it's working fine there. There's some problem with hot mic tonight. So,
yes.
FYI.
FYI.
Because we gotta talk about some shit tonight. I feel so emotionally detached from this team right now after taking a few games off. And I feel like I left the forest.
The rain is gone.
And I can now see the forest instead of staring at the same chunk of 12 trees.
Mm-hmm.
Everything became so clear to me today after watching this team for the first time in a week.
Epiphany. I like this.
In a way that is like so refreshingly simple.
Yeah.
And
Matt,
it's simple. But whenever we get the pretext, hey, is it cool if I talk about big, like, yeah. You could literally be like, can I talk about the history of wheelbarrows tonight? And I'd be like, sure. Like, I'm sure there's a reason. I'm in.
Oh man, I just got a flashback to Brooklyn Nine-Nine when he took Amy to the museum to see the history of it. Yeah, she just get turned on by it. Like she got turned on by it because she's so just into that kind of thing. It was so funny.
So funny. There's Otto Porter. Oh my God.
She's like, "Don't you show me those wheelbarrows."
I was. What have you guys seen that Netflix doc? That's Kevin Smith and a bunch of other people talking about the death of Blockbuster. It's called like the last Blockbuster on Earth or whatever.
I heard about it. I haven't watched.
I was watching it the other day, and there's a great cutaway to a Brooklyn Nine-Nine scene when they're talking about how Blockbuster plummeted, and it's like Terry Crews is reading off some will that somebody left to one members of their Brooklyn Nine-Nine crew, like 1 million, 1 million stock ... in Blockbuster Video, and it was like and Peralta freaking Tamper goes, "What? Why is that bad? I still have a Blockbuster card. What happened to Blockbuster?"
That's so funny.
Blockbuster, man. Dude, that used to be the spot, man. It's to love Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster and Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video.
Yeah, man.
Family videos are still around.
Yeah.
I think, Family Video. Oh, wow.
Because they own the property.
We're never leaving.
There's a great fake Twitter called The Last Blockbuster. My buddy runs it, and it's very funny. It's like updates. It's like,
is it funnier than Liquid Gold Twitter?
Dude, I don't. It's probably funnier actually.
Liquid Gold Twitter. You gotta get a symbol or something for that. I wish you could tweet in all gold.
The mayor of Oklahoma City is talking about John's Velveeta Twitter account.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Like he knows the mayor.
But we have to be careful because the Thunder will be very litigious if we imply endorsement or so. I have to. There is those partnership.
What's wrong with Sato? I thought something was wrong with him. Okay, he's good.
He's average at basketball.
He's bleeding. Oh yes, he is, but he's bleeding.
You can't set him up like that.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, solid point.
And I'm a member of the Start Sato movement.
Yeah, but again, we know truth.
A few games away, forest for the trees.
Yeah, we know truth when we see truth, sir. It is what it is.
Get rid of all these people.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Send them all away.
I love this attitude.
Yeah.
I really love this attitude.
Went to the Joshua tree. Came on back right.
Guys, I found some random hippie in Vegas who offered me some ayahuasca, and I took it. I
love that.
And I became clearer than ever about how I feel about this Bulls team.
Oh, man. They are not good. Trade everyone. Mason Plumlee.
Oh. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. And they're winning. It was still like, like they're winning. All right. We're getting this victory, though. I'm happy about that. Take the ball. Let Mason Plumlee do you.
Right?
Mason Plumlee.
You can't let Plumlee treat you like that.
Seriously. It's Mason Plumlee. Mason Plumlee.
Marlon said, up 18, a minute left. We good, right? I don't know.
Oh, is that no? Matt's long-winded way of saying trade everybody.
Not everybody.
Not everybody.
Not everybody. I want to go to bed. I want to go to bed tonight, and tomorrow morning I want to wake up and it be 2025, and P-Dub is 23 years old, and we have a team that AK and Eversley have built around him. I want that to be what tomorrow is.
That'd be a good day. Just because he's ours doesn't mean he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
goes for a lot of people on this team.
A very real problem that a lot of this fan base has.
Yeah. Go to your YouTube streams if it's freezing on hot mic, because you don't want to miss what Matt has to say with his epiphany. Oh,
I love that body, though, by P-Dub.
I do, too.
Woo.
Yep, Stacey just said the same thing. He just said the same exact thing. Oh, man, I can't wait to see him next year.
That young man is already just so strong.
Yeah. Like, I think he's going to get leaner. Like a little more cut.
Yeah.
And then yeah. Just work on his handles some, too, for sure. I'm saying he got to be, the Ash with it, but if he's Kawhi with it, he'll be just fine. Throw it up. Oh, well. We getting this victory, though. We
are.
Yay.
Congratulations, Marlon. I'm glad your bandwidth is on point, sir. Thanks for hanging out.
Man, how is it that Marlon has just all the hot mic luck when everybody else is having freezing issues tonight? Wow. Cool. We beat the Pistons. That's neat. That's neat.
Oh my God, it's gonna be one.
Thanks for watching the fourth quarter with us, guys. This is the Stretch 4. We are the Bulls Outcasts. Big Dave, John, I'm Matt, back after a couple nights off. From what I gather, I'm glad that I missed those Bulls games against San Antonio and Denver. Probably would have been tearing my hair out here with you guys. So a couple of house-cleaning things. As Big Dave just mentioned, Hot Mike has been having some freezing issues tonight. Might be an Android versus iOS thing. Either way, our YouTube stream is working fine, so head on over to that BAWL on Bulls YouTube stream to join us there. And as always, check out the podcast form if you missed the shows live. 186, the Bulls beat the pathetic Detroit Pistons. And gentlemen, this game they're interviewing Ryan Arcidiacono post-game. Okay? That is a great segue into me saying that this game means absolute nothing to me. Nothing. Good for you. After struggling in the first half, you beat the terrible Pistons to get to 19 and 22 on the season. Great. What are we doing here? I was so convinced 2 weeks ago, make a playoff push. Keep Thad because he makes Zach happy and he makes Zach a better player. Keep Sato and put him in the starting lineup because he makes Zach a better player. I take a few nights off from watching this team and I come back and watch them. I'm not into more than a first quarter, and I'm sitting here saying to myself, God, this team stinks. What are we doing here? And it's not AK and Eversley's fault. They have a lot of work to do. They inherited a mess. None of these pieces and these arguments that John was talking about that the Bulls fan base is having, none of it matters. It is all such minute, trivial bullshit in the grand scheme of this team lacks talent. Go find talent and convince Jerry to fucking pay for it. That's all that we need to do here. Cancel the rest of the season and let Jerry open his pocketbook and bring some talented players to this organization. What are we doing here? That's me after missing 2 games. How are you guys doing tonight?
I'm here for the show, man. I'm here to hear this. I'm doing great. John, you?
Oh, welcome, Matt.
Welcome.
Come on in the water slide. Like these asinine arguments of one okay player against another okay player, and then because we have to talk about them is insane. Yeah. It's insanity.
Yeah.
We know this is a poorly constructed team. This is the only thing we know. And Kobe's not it. These people aren't it, and it's not because they're not it in general. They're just not it. They're on a poorly configured team, so that means they're not playing at their full capacity. Yeah. I love that. I love it, Feck. Yeah. Burn it down.
Burn it all down. Burn it all to the ground and take the ashes and rebuild with the ashes. No, you're absolutely right. Like, just burn it all down. We know what they are, and I think that we all three of us kind of knew this and said this. I'm off. I feel better. Like Matt has the epiphany now. Like, you know what? Everybody is just trash. Because John has been on that for a while. Like, John has definitely been on everybody's trash for a while, dog. So when Matt's on the train with everybody, it's just a good feeling to ride that tandem bike with all three. Yeah, it feels good, man. But yeah, it's all trash. I mean, we said it before. When Thad Young is your second greatest player on your team, you're not good. Like, you got a problem. You're like,
when you say Thad Young is untouchable.
Yeah.
When people are saying Thad Young is untouchable, you have a fundamental. You're living in a disconnected reality.
Yeah, truly.
Yo,
like his wife doesn't think he's untouchable. Like his wife, who's like married to, probably loves him.
Probably,
but like Michael B. Jordan shows up. Enrique Iglesias shows up. They're like, "Yeah, I'll see you later, Thad."
Oh, that's foul. That's foul. That's foul.
Like to say that Thad Young is untouchable, a man who I don't think has ever been an All-Star.
No,
ever.
No. Gustavo said during Matt's rant, I had to double check and make sure I wasn't listening to a hot mic of when Jim Boylan was the Bulls coach.
Thank goodness we were doing those back then, because otherwise it would have been just a lot of foul stuff.
Yeah,
I had to censor myself when we were talking about Jim Boylan coach teams on our previous platform. But I mean, John, like, I think it's so important, that perspective that you bring, and it's something that I've always loved about you as someone who is like a Chicago transplant who has watched this Bulls team for 10 years. Starting from the D Rose years. So you've seen Bulls teams that have been competitive, and you've seen Bulls teams that have sucked, and you've seen everything in between. And you've also seen how the fan base reacts to all of those different situations. And it's baffling to see Bulls fans yelling at each other on Twitter about like Wendell versus Gafford or Kobe versus Sato. And you just zoom out just a little bit. And even for like a team like Dallas, John, who it's like, hey, Cuban probably talks a bigger game than he should, but he also often backs it up by spending money to try to make his team better.
Yeah.
When will Bulls fans ever get that from the Reinsdorf family? When? Because I'm sorry. You can talk about, can we give up Sato and a couple of second rounders to get Lonzo and maybe he'll be the point guard we need? Where it's like, dude, you have an all-star in Zach LaVine. You have an amazing 19-year-old rookie who is clearly just going to double and triple his development in the next couple of years.
It does feel that way.
Go buy yourself another goddamn star to play with them. How hard is that concept? And we got to sit here and talk about, Kobe's not developing enough. Wendell's an undersized center who can't catch a basketball. Lowry's just a gigantic, just crap turd of false promises and false hopes that wants $20 million who ain't worth $20 million. And Bulls fans have to deal with the brunt of all of those realities when Jerry could just say, yeah, go buy a player to play with Zach.
But here's the question. Can he just go buy a player?
What do you mean he?
Because
he who? AK?
Yeah, cause what you're saying is like free agency, right?
Free agency or a trade. I am done waiting on the promised land of the draft. It takes too long for these one and done kids to develop.
Correct. Tired of watching bad basketball, bad young basketball. Yes, absolutely right. Absolutely true. Not that Matt said, and this is Matt after vacation.
Yeah, he's relaxed.
No, this is how I feel coming back from vacation. Vacation being over and being subjected to watching this crap for the first time in a week.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, again, Matt, even though you were going, like, being on the same wavelength with you is really cool because in that first half, I was prepared to come on here and say, this is the first Bulls game I just really didn't care to watch. Like, as it was going on in the first quarter, I didn't care. I went and started. I was like, I'm going to go do some other stuff. Like, I was like, let me go cook and clean up a little bit and do some other things. And then I heard Gafford doing stuff, and I came back and looked at it. But I didn't care what was going on, and that's the first time it's happened kind of this season because just of the way it looked. And I'm like, dude, it's the Pistons. Like, why do we look like this? Now, I'm glad they got it together in the second half and it looked much better and all that. But the fact that it felt like that and the fact y'all broke Matt with that first half performance, he came back from vacation. Yeah, like everybody can go. Like, I'm not like Billy Donovan is a great example of a guy because I keep saying he's not beholden to anybody on the team as far as a lineup is concerned. And that's why we've seen so many different ones. I'm not, and I'm the same way, like with the players. I'm like, yeah, I like Lowry a lot, but he can go. Like, he's not untradeable. Yes, he can be traded. Everybody can be traded. Like, it's completely fine. If these
Bradley Beal's gonna get traded.
Yeah, like dude, when we was on the score, and they were like, "Really, you would trade Lowry for Lowry?" I was like, "Dude, we're 16 and 18, bro. Like, what are we holding on to here? Like, we can let this stuff go and rebuild and try to get better and do other things. But I'm not beholden to anybody but two people on this team, and that's it. And that's Zach and that's Pat, and everybody else can change.
And is there not? We like Zach and Pat, but are there players on this team that that you even just like watching? Like I was watching some Blazers, and it was like, oh, they have like Dame, which also
right.
How fun would that be to have Dame?
Oh.
And then CJ came back, and then they have Carmelo. Like that's just like fun, you know, like if you're a Blazer fan and like Carmelo puts up 20, you'd have a blast watching that.
Right,
like that's like there's something very fun about that. Like. And we don't have any of these players that are just like the Mavs have. We have Boban, and he comes in every 2 weeks, and it's like fun. Like you know, like it's like we don't even have players like regardless of good or bad that you enjoy that are fun to watch. That it's a recreate. I'm unwinding. This is how I relax. I watch basketball.
Right.
This is an escape.
Right.
You know,
that's a good point. It's work. Yeah.
How eager are you guys to see some changes happening ASAP, as in like you want to see some trade or multiple trades between now and Thursday when that trade deadline comes?
Do it.
Because
do it.
You know, I was thinking if they want to spend this whole season to evaluate and then figure out where to go from there, whether it's giving Kobe more chances at point guard or trying to see what Lowry can do coming back from his injury before they make the decision on his contract. I was like leading myself to believe I was okay with them just saying we're going to hold firm at the deadline and see if this group can make the playoffs. I don't see the point in that. All you're doing is what, like crossing your fingers and hoping that this team is currently constructed can get to the play-in to then maybe lose in the first round, if that.
I would like that. I would like the, I don't think it's separate from making deals. I think that would be fun to watch playoff basketball, like just in general.
Right.
It's fun to be at the dance. Like we weren't even we weren't asked to come to the bubble.
But if making those moves, John, would then, by logic's sake, remove your likelihood of making that playoff run, even if it were a one and done playoff run. But these said moves that removed this season's playoff likelihood,
yeah, you're right,
better set you up for next season and beyond.
I'm not going to be penny wise, pound foolish.
I am coming all the way back onto that line of thinking to say, if you find some trades to make before this deadline on Thursday that better set you up for next season and beyond and might hinder your chances this season, green light.
Oh yeah,
go,
100%.
Go, do it.
Here's a question I have for you guys. So, let's see how our players develop. It also means let's see if we can increase their trade value. Has this season increased the trade value of Kobe White? If you were to trade him before the season, would he have a higher trade value than right now? I say yes.
Yeah, probably. The last 10 games of his rookie season, he was like averaging 33 and
30.
6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
So then he plays, and he's been hurt because we played him, and we see who it is. If we would have traded him, we got more. What about Wendell?
Oh, definitely hurt.
This season has hurt him. What about Lowry?
Didn't a little birdie tell us not too long ago that Wendell's trade value around the league right now is basically zilch?
It's zero.
Feel like we heard that recently?
Feel like we did.
Totally zero. And you can see it based on like when I see like other teams like talk about Gafford and how they want Gafford on their team, and I'm like, I've never heard that about Wendell. Like just on different teams' NBA's Twitters. Yeah. So all three of these guys, we have not traded them because we want to see what was happening, and we have hurt their value and what we would get for them. And that's why I say you make a move. Like cut bait.
Yeah.
Cut it. Like you're losing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bad beat.
Yeah. I don't think it was crazy for them to play this season and see what these guys were. I don't think that's insane. But you're right. Like it definitely hurt them. I mean, with the two guys you mentioned, and Kobe and Wendell, I mean, it definitely hurts them because, you had to send them to the bench. Like that does nothing but hurt, your value when you're like, yeah, you can't start over Tomas Satoransky and Thaddeus Young. Like you can't start over these guys. That hurts. Yeah, that that definitely hurts your value for sure.
I mean, truly, like when you look at the general agreed upon line of thinking from the fan base right now, that is, okay, P-Dub's obviously untouchable. And then there are some who say, if you can get a great haul for Zach now, trade him while he's high. And some who say, keep Zach, find a piece to build with him. But it seems like on the whole, the fan base at this point has come into a center circle of Kobe, Wendell, and Lowry. If you could get a decent return for any of those three guys, go. Like, nice to know you. Best of luck to you. Yeah. But as you guys both brought up, the trade value for all three of those guys is, like you said, like Kobe's is probably the highest of the three, in that he's still got the most years of team control on his rookie deal, and has at least flashed evidence of being a lethal scorer / off-ball shooter in this league, which is valuable. As opposed, like John, on our text thread earlier this week, when you were saying like you were surprised to hear that some team that was named didn't have interest in Wendell, and you were like, "Oh, really? They weren't interested in a 6'9" center who can't rebound or shoot or catch basketballs? Go figure.
That's crazy. But he's so good.
He's so good. John, you just don't understand basketball if you don't see how good Wendell is.
You want that. Some nice dude on Twitter today said, I wish I could spend an hour with you to explain how good he is. And I said, the fact that it would take an hour, that's the issue. Like,
yes.
That's it. Like
that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah.
Explaining in an hour. Yeah.
I could take an hour and tell you any conspiracy theory and you believe it. Like,
I'm going to spend the first 10-minute preamble about Wendell's, efficacy with a comparison to Descartes. And then from there, we're going to move into some Renaissance artwork. And
yeah. And I'm not mad at people. I love people who have faith in Wendell. Like I love that you love your guy, but like also to insinuate that everyone else is an idiot.
Right.
That's not a good POV to have. When you have no evidence to show that your guy's good.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, anytime you get benched, it's a problem. And anytime you get benched for a veteran, a journeyman veteran who's shorter than you, it's a problem. It's a problem. Like that's an issue. I'm sorry, that's an issue. And anytime I think you look better coming off the bench than I've seen you since you've been here, that's a problem. I'm like, these are all red flags and issues that, man.
See red flags.
Red flags. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a problem. It's an issue, man. But this is our team. This is our team. And I hope at the trade deadline there are moves. I'm on record because I was on Salim and Ed's podcast today earlier. God, I can't remember. Bulls Gold. And I was on there earlier today. And I was telling them that I'm on the whatever AK and Eversley want to do ship. And I've been on that ship since they got here. If they don't make a trade, I'm completely okay with it. Because obviously they see something and they want to do something that I'm obviously not seeing, and they have my complete faith. But if I had to pick, yes, I want Lonzo Ball yesterday. like I want him on this team yesterday. Every time I watch Satoransky play, and I told John this when you were here, every time I watch him play, all I think about is, oh my God, I want Lonzo so bad.
Right.
Dude, I know. Yeah, you're doing nice. You little facilitating, that's cool. But dang, Lonzo will get you 14 points with that. And I'm like, give me that dude. That dude's better and faster and younger and nicer and shoots better. And he's improved every single year. Whereas I know what you are is like right here on the bottom line. You're going to give me that. Right. So, yeah, you can be traded. You can go. And, yeah, you just want improvement, man. I'm with you. Like, you just want improvement. You want better for the team that you love, man. So, yeah, everybody can go.
So, as we get out of here, guys, just to quickly once again bring up the fact that more Lonzo rumors started circulating today. KOC for the Ringer saying that the Bulls were one of two teams, along with Atlanta, to already make an offer to the Pelicans for Lonzo, and that reportedly the Bulls' offer was Satoransky and what was phrased as second-round picks, plural. And that was
no way
and that the Pelicans are looking for a quality first-round pick, so not like a late 20s kind of first-round pick. A quality first-round pick is how it was phrased, or a good young player. If you guys were told that the Bulls could get Lonzo for either their 2021 first-round pick or maybe a conditional pick or a second-round pick in addition to Kobe, Lowry, or Wendell, would you make that trade, John?
I would not do it for the first pick. I would do it with the second-round pick and any of the guys. Any of the guys. Not even. I'd do 2 second rounds.
Dave.
Yeah, but what he said.
I totally
what he
agree.
said exactly right.
If they were asking for our 2021 first, looking the way this team is looking, I would say no. I'd rather have that pick right now. But if you could get Lonzo for one of those three, Lowry, Wendell, Kobe, and a conditional pick somewhere down the road, I absolutely make that trade.
Yeah, you make it. And I'm telling, I do not believe they offered Tomas Satoransky 2 second-round picks. There's nothing I've seen AK and Eversley do to show me that they would make that kind of offer for that kind of player when they know exactly what you want. And they're like, well, how about this guy? No, I don't see that at all. I don't believe
I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
Right, exactly. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Well, we'll see, gentlemen. I mean, we've only got 72 hours and change until that trade deadline, so I'm excited to see what happens. In the meantime, hey, good news. We've got another Bulls game on deck tomorrow.
For joy.
Against the Utah Jazz.
Bloodbath. That's going to be a
see how
bloodbath.
that goes. But at least for tonight,
so good.
hopefully y'all can enjoy a Bulls W. Congrats to all of you Ramblers fans out there. Condolences to all you Illini fans. Apologies again. Hot Mike was on the ropes tonight, but hopefully it'll be back ready to roll for tomorrow. And in the meantime, as a reminder, go get that BAWL on Bulls thread on the podcast feed and on that YouTube channel, BAWL on Bulls, as well to get our archive video episodes. Thanks for hanging out. For Big Dave Watson and John Sabine, Matt Peck saying, we'll see you tomorrow, Bulls Nation. Try to breathe a little calmer than I was tonight watching this game.
No. We need the Matitude.
I'm back, baby!
Have
a good night, everybody. Peace.